Okay guys, bear with me for just a few minutes. I was just in a bad fight with one of my old friends about it's nothing. Well, it is something, but I was in a huge fight, and so I was really depressed and everything, and so I was thinking in my head, and I had made a song for people who feel depressed and sad about what's happened, and now I feel happy and stuff, so I decided to I don't know if I'm gonna sing because I'm a terrible singer. You guys will probably dislike this video just because in the beginning I was singing. But I might sing it later. But I'm fine now. That was a couple days ago, not just now. But anyway, so I was going to share with you guys the lyrics, and I only have a couple of lyrics, So when I'm sad, I always make songs, but I'm gonna call it dark warrior. It goes first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lyric parts goes, I'm a dark warrior, you cannot take me. I will keep fighting on and on. I'm a dark warrior, I am strong, I will fight to the end. You cannot break me. I got the spirit of a soldier. I will survive, never give up. You cannot tame me. You cannot take me down. Na, yeah, I'm a dark warrior. So that's the first part of it. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do something. It's called story time something. But for the first few episodes, I'm just gonna make just I don't know. I am creative. I think I'm gonna do something where I tell you a story, you guys tell me to do certain thing and stuff, but I'm not sure. But yeah, those were the first lyrics. And so I found this cute little skin to go along with it, because it has a belt, and I like belts. That's not the reason why, but I guess I'll just tell you about what I think I'm gonna do. For it, what I was thinking is until my webpage gets or YouTube channel gets popular or something, I'll just make up stories until people give me stories to do. You guys or something, give me a story to tell about something when I was younger, a dramatic thing. Birdgasm did this, or Bert the Dude, whatever you want to call him. But what is this? Oh, monster. What kind of monsters do they spawn? I did not know that. What is that? I don't want that near me. Well, that was weird. So what I was thinking about doing is doing that and stuff. And just yeah, or you guys give me the stories to tell, the first time I farted. That was really random, but that one that Birdgasm did, first time farting in public or something. Or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what I mean, but that's what I think I mean, but I'm not sure, so. So I build or something, why you guys why I tell it or something. So I was thinking for the first video, why don't we start out basic? First time I got a timeout in kindergarten. So here we go. One other thing I do, I'm going to start doing webcam with it. So it's story time. And this is actually inspired doing this by Birdgasm. So yeah. About if I look really tired and stuff. I had track practice and it was really hard today, so I'm just whatever. I still look like dark horse, perfect for dark warrior. I was thinking about going all black. No, not racist black, but all black skin or something. But okay, so. First time I got a timeout in kindergarten. This is one that my mom suggested actually when I told her I was gonna start something like this. And so she said, "How about the first time you got time out in kindergarten?" She doesn't know about this. But yeah, so once upon a time, this is all true, by the way. So once upon a time, there was a little girl in kindergarten, really short, probably really, really weird, named Spaz, or Emma. What number was over here? Okay, anyway, sorry about that. And so she went to elementary school, which the elementary school she went to was actually a really dumb one because of her ADHD dyslexia. She could not read as well as other kids and everything. So, just a background check for y'all. So, she did not do as well in school because she did not get the ice cream parties. To go to the ice cream parties. Because we were doing something called Barton System at home, and I never got outside to play. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So, my childhood sucked. So, I was in kindergarten. That was in first grade when we had to do, like, reading Excel. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, once upon a time, in kindergarten, a girl named Emma, blah, blah, blah. So, she was playing with Legos on her second day of school. Just the second day of kindergarten. First time at kindergarten. Well, unless you get held back. Elephant. So, that was like, I don't know. So I'm not all good with this YouTube thing yet. So, being herself, very selfish, violent kindergartner, I did a lot of things. I scratched people, bit people, kicked people, pinched people. Sometimes I broke skin when I clawed them. I was very violent in kindergarten. This is actually, the next day I got it like an hour timeout or something. I can't even remember. Sorry, I'm trying to count like the things on my thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So sorry, it's hard for me to count why I'm doing this. So being me, I went and I saw Legos, which me and my sister played Legos all the time. So I was like, hey, this school isn't so bad. I actually like this. That's a bad choice for me to go to the Lego pit. That's where I met my first friend. Now, being it that, as you know, I am not a good friend maker. Sorry I paused so long. Being that I'm not a good friend maker, ever, and I've never been a good friend maker. So, yeah, so I went to the Lego pit, and I carried a dinosaur with me. That, not like an actual dinosaur, like a small little toy dinosaur. Like, smaller than this. Like, it was just small. And, it's like one of those, like, ones that you get in those, like, tubes with the world that you can spin on it, like a globe at the top of, like, a parent-teacher store or something. So my camera's sideways. So being me, I went to grab that dinosaur. At the time, my favorite animal, or extinct animal, was a dinosaur. What? Sorry, my dog was looking at me. And so I went to grab the dinosaur. It's a true story. So I met my first friend. His name was Garrett. I knew him up till 3rd grade. Turn this heater off. Burn myself. Ow, that hurt. And so I'm getting like off topic. I'm not used to like telling stories while I'm doing videos. What? This is not right. Did I make... Okay, so this one's too short. Oh, okay. So, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a second. Oh, Okay, so this is 7. This is actually 7. So delete 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not right. So, as I said, being who I am, violent little kid, I went over and met Garrett. I said, "Hi, how you doing?" He said, "Good, what you got there?" I built a little cage of Legos around the dinosaur. And I said, "Oh, I put a dinosaur in a box of Legos." And he said, "Cool, can I see?" And I said, "No!" I screamed, "No!" Screamed as loud as I could. And Garrett, being an idiot as he is today, I don't know him as today, but last time I saw him, he was a complete idiot. Because he messed with me, and I got mad because he'd always poke me, and I'm like, "Stop it!" This was in this was a skin kindergarten up to 3rd grade. He always did this. So I said, "Don't touch my dinosaur. I will bite you." Now remember what I said? Really stupid? Guess what I did? He touched my dinosaur. Yeah. Guess what happened to him? He got bit, broke skin, blood all over my teeth. Yeah. I was a violent little kid in kindergarten. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. But he touched my dinosaur, so I had to bite him. So, and then I pinched him and broke skin too. And I bit him on his finger too. And his finger was bleeding really bad. Well, I didn't have blood all over my teeth, like on the ends where I bit him, but that was it. But, so I bit him really hard. And so he screamed, "Miss Cornett," or "Miss Preston." I can't remember my kindergarten teacher's names. Those are my 5th grade teachers. I went and I hit Miss Scott, that was it. He said, "Miss Scott, she bit me. It's bleeding." And the teacher went, "Emma?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, she said, "Did you bite him?" And I went, "Yeah." Me being stupid and a little kindergarten actually admitting it. She said, "Why did you bite him?" I said, "He touched my toy dinosaur." She said, "A toy what?" And I said, "Dinosaur." And she said, "What?" I said, "Dinosaur." And she said, "No, I'm meaning you bit him." My kindergarten teachers were not nice. I'm just saying that. Except for the student teachers. I was scared of her. So, that's what happened then. And so I bit him. And so she said, "You're going to time out, Missy." I said, "No, I'm not going to time out." And she said, "Yes, you are." And so I ran down the hall to the principal's office and called principal called my mom. I said, "Mama, he touched my dinosaur." And she said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "He touched my dinosaur, so I bit him." And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I was at school and I met someone named Garrett." And she said, "Oh, that's nice, you made a friend." I said, "No, he's not a friend. He touched my dinosaur. Do you not listen?" Me being really mad, I was really mean to my mom because I was mad that day, but I feel bad for that day. She's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying." I said, "He touched my Lego cage dinosaur. I put a dinosaur inside a Lego cage and he touched it." And she said, "Who now?" And I said, "Garrett!" And I screamed his name. So her being mad and about that, she had to come over and get me from school, take me down. I can't remember where it was, but we had to go somewhere to get an excuse for a note. So I think we went to the doctor's office for no reason. Got me a random checkup. Because they had to have a note while I missed school. And so that was that. So that was the first time I had gotten a timeout in kindergarten. The time I got a timeout in kindergarten. So yeah, I might do many of these a day. I'm gonna ask my parents and my dog and my frogs, and my sister, and my dad, and my mom's friends that are over right now. Hi, they're like right there. Anyway, so I'll have to tell my mom I actually did this video because she didn't believe me that I was gonna do it, so I had to tell her. But then she's gonna look at it and get mad at me about my past. Well, she would have known I bit that kid if she came and picked me up. It wasn't my mom's friend because my mom's sick. I cannot remember, okay? It was in kindergarten. Anyways, thank you, Mom, for that great suggestion. With that wonderful story of how I first got a timeout. And if you're wondering how long my timeout was, you think about that, okay? Then someone's online. Then you tell me how much you think I was in timeout for. After that, next day at school. My teachers were so mean to me. Like, I got timeout every day. Because I'd always go and call my mom at the office. The principal was mean. That looks like, oh, I think I forgot to do the lapis. Oh, well. Anyways, guys, so my screen's not moving because it's paused. Read the screen. Feel the screen. Touch the screen. Sniff the screen. Obey the screen.